AITA for not fessing up to causing a coworker's allergic reaction by you, Head Boysenberry.
What?
I'm the king of the boysenberry.
Supposed to be assistant boysenberry.
Oh man, this one is a doozy. Last week, one of my coworkers started to feel unwell, and another coworker took her to the ER. She was having an allergic reaction. She has an allergy towards peanuts, and thinking back on it, I probably caused a reaction since we both had to use the same computer to check order, and I had peanut butter on my waffles that morning.
Wash your goddamn hands. I'm sorry, please continue.
I definitely don't think I washed my hands after either. Once somebody got the call she was okay, they asked us all in a group who had peanut butter that day, and I stayed completely silent. Well, yesterday she came back into work. She was fine and everything, but apparently the trip to the ER still cost her $300 after insurance. Damn, that's kind of a deal. Plus the money she lost not going to work for 2 days. Our coworkers all sympathized, and a few started saying whoever had the peanut butter should have to pay. What? Since I wasn't part of the conversation, I just heard them from across the room. I just focused on my work and tried to avoid the subject for the rest of the day. AITA.
What a weird witch hunt.
I was going to exactly use that phrase.
Really?
Why did the workers think it was appropriate to have a peanut butter witch hunt? What?
That's strange. First of all, does it say no peanut butter in your office? Because I think your bosses are assholes for not making this a top priority. If like residual peanuts on my hand is going to kill you, I think like the bosses should pay for that.
Yeah, on your hand on the keyboard. Like that's a very serious allergy that everybody else should know about.
And also just being like whoever it was should pay it. Like,
no.
What world do you live in? If it was you, you wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah,
it's true.
Like, oh, let's find the killer. Okay, we're not in the movie Clue. With the peanuts on their hands with the keyboard. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who's severely allergic to shellfish, and it's this level where she said if I were to throw a shrimp at her, like, and it bounced off her jacket, that she would probably have to be hospitalized.
Well, thank you for the alert. I think peanut butter people should say the same thing.
Absolutely.
Danny, just stop throwing shrimp at people.
No, I won't, Sarah. I'm throwing a lobster at you. He's still alive.
You are lucky Sarah's around because she is teaching you the ABCs.
I'm learning quick. Don't throw crustaceans. Yeah, so like, I don't know. And she's always been, you know, obviously if we're going out to eat, she's going to bring it up or like anything that would come. I mean, it's kind of your responsibility because like it's your odd thing. So like you've got to tell everyone about it, you know? Normally
I would say you are absolutely an asshole because I think, you know, to like shuck, you know, this whole your responsibility or just even the truth onto like just the atmosphere and just twiddle your thumbs while people are trying to find out the truth is a dick move, and you're not good with confrontation, and that's kind of a pussy thing. But your whole office sounds like an asshole. Your whole office is like, well, we didn't do it, so we're going to find out who did.
Well, I kind of feel like their vibe was like our coworker was victimized.
Doesn't sound like it.
Well, yeah, I think it was a witch hunt, but like they got someone who had to go to the ER. I mean, that's horrible, you know, so they're mad at the waffler.
But the other thing is like, what if it probably wouldn't have even occurred to me if that really is the situation that I had caused that. You know, like it would take a lot of like brain, like, you know, going through my brain.
Well, it's very possible that they didn't. I mean, if it's literally trace amounts, because we're talking about peanut butter.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been anyone. So why are they like gathering up the office?
It could be any one of us.
I did it. I'm the peanutter.
I feel like they're making a really bad situation worse by trying to you know, there's a thing about if something's fucked up, look up. Don't blame like the people in your circle of financial difficulty.
Right.
It's not a coworker. It's the policy of your workplace that needed to be put in place. And now they should be paying for it. So instead of doing the witch hunt on like other people who probably have the same financial difficulty, look up at your boss and go, we demand that you pay for this. No matter who did this to this person, they shouldn't be responsible for it, and give her back the money for the 2 days that she was out.
Right. I mean, the top comment on Reddit was really like, none of you guys should be paying for this. Workers' comp should be paying for all of this, especially the lost wages. So it seems like a non-issue, which makes me wonder if this post is fake now that I think about it.
No, because workplaces are not always like up to code or
Right.
taking responsibility for their employees.
Or maybe this person didn't think it was that likely, or didn't know how sensitive they were. Sometimes allergies can get worse with time, I mean, there's some leeway for that to be no one's fault, really.
It's not anyone's fault. She didn't go, oh, I did remember that post that went around when this woman got hired that like no more peanuts in the no more peanuts, peanut butter, or any peanut products in the workplace.
Right.
If that
right.
doesn't exist, then you get to have that. Doesn't matter if you washed your hands or didn't. There's no information.
Right.
Or like, oh, I forgot I smeared peanut butter on the keyboard on purpose.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think your coworkers will treat you like you are a killer. And who the hell needs that?
No, there's no reason for this person to come out. I would feel guilty, but I'd be like, well, that's not my bad.
I think you can even stop feeling guilty. It wasn't your intent to do that. You felt bad enough that this person was, going to the hospital. Sounds like you need this job and you can't afford to lose it, and that you would lose it for idiotic reasons that actually your bosses are responsible for. So I don't know. I'm usually all about like, just tell the truth because it'll set you free.
Yeah.
But it'll set you free to no job.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
And do we really need these people who are so allergic to peanut butter? I mean, how weak are you?
Get rid of them.
Like allergic to shellfish, I get it. It's a sea bug. It's a little freak. But peanut butter? Crystal C writes, you kind of dance around whether or not you knew someone who touches the same stuff as you has an allergy, which I probably think means you did know and just didn't think about it / care. So YTA definitely.
Oh, I don't even care if you don't care. It is. I really don't. It's not up to you to remember every single person's allergies and that your peanut butter can kill someone. You shouldn't have peanut butter in this office because it could kill someone.
Well,
And
what was the waffle in the office? They said they had it. They had a peanut butter waffle that morning. I guess I took that as at work.
Oh my
I
Who
God.
the
know.
fuck is
I
having
always
a
eat my
peanut butter
breakfast at work.
waffle on a work day? Actually, I actually am leaning YTA now. That's fucking crazy.
You're judging people's yum? Ugh. Why are you enjoying yourself for breakfast?
On a work day, Hamda? I mean, who are you?
I was just thinking like an Eggo. Peanut butter on an Eggo. It's not that serious.
On an Eggo?
Okay,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
it's good.
you should
oh,
watch.
I get it. This person's 14. I mean, this is
Yeah.
madness.
Wait, if you had your breakfast at home and then you traveled to work, you still haven't washed your hand? That's why you're an
That's
asshole.
a little freak.
True. That's kind of gross.
Suzanne W. writes, NTA, if she's that allergic, she should carry an EpiPen with her. If she's going to
Word.
share
Yeah.
the same computer with people, she should wipe it off. Is everyone expected to abstain from eating peanut products?
Yeah, we need way more info about this office policies.
I swear it's going to be LGBTQAP pretty soon.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
I lost everyone. No, it
Yeah,
happened.
we're gone. Bye.
Piano wire around the neck. Kramer H.
Sounds like Danny's into peanut butter with sex. That's all I got from that.
I never did that. Guys always talk about putting peanut butter on your
balls.
Why
and then
peanut-
having a dog lick it because dogs love peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Oh, so you mean like animal abuse?
Yeah, I never
Cool.
did it. I was saying
I'm
I
glad.
never did it.
Oh,
Okay,
good. I'm
good, I'm
so glad you didn't do bestiality. And
Yeah.
thank you for clearing that up.
Can I have a cookie?
No peanut butter on the
one.
cookie. Yeah.
Nice. Kramer,
I do. That was a very good point. Where's your
Yeah.
EpiPen? Peanut butter is everywhere, and you're like crazy allergic to
I mean,
it.
people with that, and even your shellfish friend, I'm just like, not even like no shade intended, but how do you guys like go about in the world? Like, what do you do on a plane? Like, what are you doing in closed spaces with strangers you can't control?
So I forget I always forget this term, but like going out to eat with her, it's like FBI shit. You got to call and you've got, I think it's a scratch kitchen. You need a scratch kitchen.
Which
What's
means
that?
what?
It means they do it from scratch, baby. They know, it's a term that means like they know what's in everything. Because
Wow.
like I called this pizza place I love because we're like, New York pizza, you got to have it. And I called and like the lady, she didn't even put the phone down. And I was like, hey, my friend is like severely allergic to shellfish. Do you use any fish oil or whatever? Like they had shrimp on the menu or whatever. Like I was like, can you guarantee? And she was just like, hey, is there fish in the pizza? And the guy's like, no. And I was like, that's not enough of an investigation. Someone will die.
Oh my God, that's bad.
Like,
Yeah, I really, this all goes back to the EpiPen and the responsibility just by default falls on the person who's allergic. Like, yes, we are all trying not to kill each other, especially from peanuts.
Yeah.
So just take into account that like we're not all as sensitive to your things just like you're not sensitive to my things either.
Yeah, but
Right.
don't you think that by calling the restaurant, that's what they're attempting to do? Like, they're trying to take the onus on that.
You don't get to eat in that restaurant.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't.
Well, yeah, so they
we
didn't.
go. We didn't
Yeah,
go.
they didn't unless they were like 100% sure is what
We
you're
literally
saying.
gave up. We called like 4 places. I mean, so many places. Like
That guy just Googled, like, is fish in pizza? And he was like, nope, just says tomato sauce,
Yeah.
dough, and cheese. Now
checks
we're
out.
good.
second top Reddit comment. No ass by Hollerin' to Goat. No assholes here. If you're so allergic to peanuts that you need to take an ambulance to the hospital because someone who came into contact with a peanut product hours earlier then came into contact with your desk, you need to make goddamn sure that everyone knows how serious your allergy is. If, however, the person here had made that clear, based on what OP said, doesn't seem like it, then OP 1,000,000% owes this person money and a massive apology. I mean, even that, I like the example you gave him, of like, if a notice had gone out and it was like, hey, someone here is severely allergic to peanut butter.
Well, they should also tell you who it is.
Or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber is severely allergic to peanut butter, so no peanut butter in the office. That's a far cry from make sure you don't have peanut butter at home because such a that's a trace amount at
That's
that point. I mean, it's
wild.
Crazy.
I also think it's really pompous to just spend other people's money. Like, oh, it's your fault. You should totally spend the money on that.
Yeah.
It's like,
You pay for
obviously,
it.
obviously no one in the office has money like that to throw around. And they don't even have sick days because you went to the
I know,
ER
right?
and got
That's
docked.
a good
That's
point.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's this company is not treating you well and you're turning against each other, and that's the bad side.
It's so true. And that's like the vibe in so many workplaces, you know, and I think like that's one thing I always hate is that in America, we don't share our salary and shit and we just fuck
I hate
ourselves.
it, yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's becoming more transparent.
Yeah.
We're sharing a lot more.
Yeah.
Not as many peanuts, but information.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we all agree once again, AITA for not fessing up to causing a coworker's allergic reaction. Well, actually, no, I'm saying no assholes here.
I think the coworkers are kind of being assholes. Not the lady who had the allergic reaction. She's cool.
I disagree because I don't think it's a true witch hunt. I think they're saying that. I think they're saying that as a means of comfort to this person.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, but you're
So,
doing a
like-
very negative thing. And also you're putting the responsibility on some blank person, and most likely you know who it is because it's the only person who's like twiddling their thumbs while you guys are talking.
Boy.
So I think that you're just trying to put the responsibility on someone that is not. It's just look up. There are people above you docking this woman's pay.
Right.
That's true.
That's the only person that, and if you all got together and said, hey, she went to the ER and now she has to pay like $500 out of her pocket, some to the ER and some because you docked her pay for going to the ER. We as a group, because you're so on this person's side,
Right. That's
a
we
good
as a
point.
group are not comfortable with this. What are you going to do about it?
You got me.
That's
I'm
true.
going to
I
switch
think
to
if anything-
NTA and the office is.
Yeah, I agree because if anything, like they could start a GoFundMe. Like that would be more appropriate than being like whoever is guilty needs to pay.
Yeah. Again, but if
But
you're
also
gonna,
they shouldn't really have to do that either.
Yeah,
But I'm
if
just
you're-
saying, if you're gonna hunt for money, then that would be the like best way.
yeah, but you're right now you're like lowest common denominator caring. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like,
That's
oh,
a
I
good phrase.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I care, but I'm gonna take like the person who also is struggling and
Right.
push them.
It's
under.
just like shifting responsibility, kind of.
Yeah, you're all in the same boat. When you realize that, you'll recognize where the responsibility really lies.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, not the asshole.
And
the
the com-
coworkers are /company.
Coworker/company. All right. Well, we got agreement. You brought us all to the same side.
Amazing.
Well, it is Sarah's birthday.
Thank you. What a good gift.